Okay, first of all, I'm so fucking pissed because I put this mic on my shirt and I forgot to turn it on. So now there's no audio. How nice. I also searched for this microphone for like 10 minutes in my fucking apartment and I couldn't find it, but here we are. Anyways, take a look at these 5 fucking ingredients that you see on this counter. I finished dinner about an hour before I filmed this and I had a big sweet tooth, so I'm gonna make some banana pudding. With every additional second that I watch this, I get more and more frustrated. Okay, first you're gonna start off with this 0 sugar banana pudding or banana cream pudding mix. There's 4 servings in this, and each serving is 20 calories, so this entire box is 80 calories. You don't have to have the entire thing if you don't want to, but if you do want it, it's 80 calories again for the box. I'm a volume eater. I like to eat a lot of food, so I'm gonna use this whole fucking box here. Next, you can mix it with any kind of milk that you want. I use this Almond Breeze unsweetened original almond milk. It's 30 calories for 1 cup or 240 milliliters. If you don't want to use almond milk, that's fine. If you want to use skim or 2% or oat milk or soy milk or coconut milk, whatever you want, that's perfectly all right. But for the macro purposes, if you want to get the macros that I'm going to talk to you about in this video, you want to use almond milk. Next thing that we're going to use is this drizzle. It's a caramel drizzle. It's sugar-free by Smucker's. It's 90 calories for 2 tablespoons. If you weigh out 2 tablespoons, it's a lot. You're not going to need to use a lot of it. You just want to drizzle it on top for like a little bit of a topping. And then like for any fucking banana pudding that you ever make, you want to have the little vanilla wafers. I got mine at Walmart. It's the great value kind. For 8 of these little vanilla wafers, it's 140 calories. I'm not going to use the full 8. I think I remember just using 6. It's nice because it gives your banana pudding a little bit of a texture. And you're really going to need that because everything in this recipe is fucking soft. And then last, we're going to go in with this fucking banana. It's a little tiny banana. I don't count my fucking fruit, so I'm not including it in my macros, and you can do with that as you wish. Once you have these 5 ingredients and you're ready, it's super simple. It's super fast. You're going to take your box of pudding mix, and you're going to dump the whole fucking thing out in like a little container or a little bowl. If you put it in a bowl, that's super fucking fine. I like to use this container because there's a lid to it, and because I'm a lazy fuck with lazy fuck tendencies, I don't want to clean another fucking utensil, so I'm just going to put the lid on it and shake it. I start off by pouring like 190 milliliters into this cup. You might want to just do it a little bit at a time because you can't take away if you pour too much, but you can always add more if you've poured too little. I know the video cuts here and there. I just needed to condense it down a little bit, but honestly, I only shook it for like 20 to 25 seconds and it got super fucking thick. I wanted mine to be a little more thinner than that, so I added the other 40 milliliters of the almond milk to it to give it the full serving. I shook it for like another 15 to 20 seconds. This lid was being a stubborn little bitch, so if you don't want to go through this bullshit, you might want to just get a bowl and whisk it. This is more the consistency that I prefer. There are some like little lumps in there, and I don't mind the lumps, but if you do, again, you might want to put it in a bowl and whisk it instead. Next, we're gonna fuck with these little shits, these little vanilla wafers. I got these little tins because they're so cute, but they're also the right size for whatever I'm wanting to do. So I'm gonna make some single serve mac and cheese bowls with this too sometime this week. But anyway, I lined 6 of them in this pan, not 8 of them, and 8 was the amount for the serving, which is 140 calories. Then it's simple as fuck. You're just gonna take your pudding mix and just pour it over your little wafers into pan. I couldn't figure out how to do it here so you could see it, so this is like a really awkward like pour. After you get it out, just gonna smooth it on top. This is definitely optional, but I like banana and I want a little bit more banana in my banana fucking cream pudding. Get a little knife and then just dice it into little pieces. Once you do that, you're gonna put it on top of your banana pudding. Use as much or as little bananas as you want to. I know that bananas are more calorie dense than any other fruit, but I still don't give a fuck. I'm not tracking fruit. If you got a problem with that, fuck, I'll say it to your face. R.I.P. Donnie Baker. Next, I'm about to put this fucking caramel drizzle on here, and you need to weigh this. Do you hear me? You need to fucking weigh it. It is so incredibly easy to underestimate the amount of toppings that you put on something whenever you just eyeball it. And you're like, oh, I think this is all right. Well, it's not. It's not. It's actually more than what you think it is most of the time. This was, I think, 90 calories for 38 grams. That's what a serving is, and I did not want to use the full 38 grams. That's a lot. I just wanted it to be a little bit. When I put it on the scale and I started layering it on there, it all came out to, what is it? I think it was 11 grams. Yeah, 11 grams for the caramel drizzle. That's really all you need. For a second, I was like, well, maybe I'll add more because I have more room, but no. I refrained from doing that for 2 reasons. First, I didn't want it to overpower the banana, and second, I didn't want any unnecessary oh my fucking god, unnecessary calories for this shit. I know this wasn't an ingredient that I talked about in the beginning of the video. This is something that's optional, but I use this shit because it fucks. It fucks. It's Orville Redenbacher's Cinnabon cinnamon bun seasoning, and it's 0 calories. They sell it for popcorn. It's meant to be for popcorn, but you can put this on any fucking thing. You can put it in your coffee. You can put it on your French toast. You can put it in your banana pudding, just like fucking this. And that's it. Now you're done. There's no baking required, no microwaving. If you want, you can put it in the fridge for a little while or let it set for a second so the pudding can kind of like soak into the wafers on the bottom because they are a little bit hard. If you want your wafers to be softer than that, then that's perfectly fine. You just might need to let it set for a little bit. This entire fucking dessert came out to 241 calories. I counted it here, obviously, ingredient by ingredient. The caramel drizzle itself came out to, as I say, 26 calories and then 105 calories for the wafers. The pudding mix was 80 calories because I used the whole container, and then I used the 240 milliliters of the unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And this is the fucking shit I got. I did put that Orville Redenbacher seasoning on there, but again, it's 0 calories, so fuck that. Look at how fucking huge this shit is. If you're a volume eater like me and you just like a lot of food and you don't want the guilt with like a whole bunch of fucking calories, then this is a really great dessert. There's an endless amount of 0 calorie toppings that you can put on there, regardless, like if it's like seasoning. You can even use like a low calorie maple syrup that carries is like 10 calories per tablespoon. You can even get some granola and put it on there. It's going to up your calories, especially depending on how much you use, but if you want a little bit more texture, because most of this food is soft, then that would probably be a good idea to lean into. All in all, this dessert is super quick. It's not expensive at all. Leaving out the banana, it's 241 calories. If you're someone who likes to count calories with fruit or banana or whatever, then that's entirely up to you, but I don't fuck with that shit. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I was a douche canoe and forgot to turn my microphone on, but I hope that you got something out of this. Good food doesn't have to be boring. Low-calorie food doesn't have to be boring. Just be mindful of your ingredients. Use Google whenever you need to, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye.